We've been tested.
Sam Matavesi and Lewis Bean are fresh from their latest round of testing.
That's hanging. It's minging.
Is it? Is it quite far down the throat?
It goes in your nose and touches your throat and then back out.
And that's one nose. It's in both nostrils.
It's something, of course, that's become commonplace in such a short space of time, but they'll abide anything to get back to their sport. The clubs have been incredibly proactive in keeping their players fit and ready to face 9 games in 6 weeks.
It's just good to have a bit of like normality in your life, and it's good to be around the boys and actually get a rugby ball in your hands and like start like playing with each other.
Yeah,
like
definitely. I think even in stage like 1 or 2 when we were back. Like it was, you're in the gym. You're still cautious now, but everyone's got their own rack. You can't move off your spot. You've got to wipe down before you leave. You can't leave that space. And then it was literally from the gym straight outside, single file, 2 meters apart, onto a pitch, and everyone's got their own like station on the pitch. And you were running. As soon as you finish running, you're in your car and you're back home. So even though like you're sort of in rugby again, you're not really in that environment that that we're used to, if that makes sense.
The military pair both managed to get home during lockdown. Lewis to Hull with his parents and brother, and Sam to Cornwall with his family. But they clearly missed each other and came back to Northampton early to train together.
That was quite good to actually go from like training by yourself to actually having someone to push you. I mean, like, Sammy was unbelievably fit, so I had to smash him. So
he's like my third kid. I literally, he's always like, in all fairness, me and Mr. Bean get on very well, and my kids absolutely adore him.
I literally so where we live in Northampton in St. Crispin's, we live like 3 doors down from each other. Yeah. So I literally just come to Sammy's like every day. I'll like wind up his kids,
play basketball.
We spend a lot of time together, really. Yeah. Outside of rugby, which has been quite good. So, like, I knew Sam from the Army Navy, but I didn't really know.
We didn't know each other.
Didn't know each other. But now I'd say we're like pretty close friends now.
Yeah, tight.
The last round of the Gallagher Premiership saw Northampton Saints win away against Worcester Warriors. Bath, meanwhile, lost heavily to Exeter Chiefs. Both teams, though, are currently sitting in the top half of the table and have the luxury of full squads who are fully fit.
We all got given equipment to take home with us, so we set up I had a bit of a setup in the garden, and just running as much as we could. Bath are pretty good. Everyone had their own schedules to keep, and that bit of structure in lockdown was probably the one thing that kept us all going. We all came back. I think like no exceptions in very good physical state. Obviously, it has no sort of help in rugby. Like the rugby fitness side of things is completely different, but in terms of like an injury prevention and sort of a baseline to go from, everyone was in a great position, and we could crack straight back into rugby.
Josh McNally, still in his first season at Bath, says the Rec will no doubt be a different place without the fans, but the club have not only looked after them during lockdown but have prepared them well for their return.
We played an internal game down there on Thursday to sort of get the feel of what it'd be like sort of with no fans. It was eerie, like there was walking out for the first time and having no one there. It was very eerie, but as soon as you get playing, that will disappear. The same as when there is a crowd. As soon as you get playing, that you're in your own little bubble and you don't really notice it.
And with rugby union suddenly a summer game, the backs are getting excited.
Even Anthony Watson and JJ, they were like, mate, this is a perfect time for us to play rugby. We can actually get the ball to the wingers now, play a bit of rugby. So yeah, it's been all right, to be honest. That's been the focus this past couple of weeks. I mean, trying to get the wingers, the ball to the wingers and the outside backs. So with the weather like this, like you said, we will probably be in the mix of it in the next couple of weeks. Yeah.
All these military players say their respective Army, RAF and Navy rugby associations have been brilliant at keeping in touch during the last few months. And they're hopeful that sometime in early 2021 they'll be reunited on a rugby pitch with their armed forces colleagues again.
Go and have another cotton bud up your nose.
As this morning.
Enjoy your yoga.
Kath Brazier, Forces News.